Oh, he
Hi,
mute himself. So
this is
Blade, this
Savage
shit.
Scorpion.
So, no.
I'm going to be the DM
You
for
there, Blade?
this, and I'm going to scare the little
Blade?
shit out of Blade and Lorenzo.
Blade?
So yeah,
Best spelling of Blade.
so let's go. This is gonna be episode number 1 of My Homebrew.
No one kills like
So let's go.
Gaston. No one murders like Gaston.
All right. So you guys,
Hold on. Hold on, Blade. Blade isn't here. He disappeared.
Haha, I'm back. I've
Okay,
returned from the grave, and I've seen the Pickle Rick picture.
Hey, this weekend, spray on your
Did you just...
Mm-hmm.
Alright, who the fuck did you name Christian Bale server?
Christian?
Matthew, that's talking to you.
Why are there like... Okay, Christian Bale server, best server. Okay.
you guys
So,
are heading towards what you had an idea of was an old ruin, which might have some treasures which you guys go to and raid. Really? Okay. So you're going to start moving?
no. I'm waiting.
We're never
Continue,
gonna
please.
move. We sit down in place and just stand still forever.
So you're making camp
No, we're literally standing still
in the snow.
and never moving.
You guys need to find some shelter, or you're gonna
We
freeze.
become humans. We become those human statue guys who leave their hats on the ground for money. And don't move, no matter what.
Alright, continue. Please continue, Scorpion.
No, not really. We start to climb up the mountain. I'm up here. I'm right here. This is where my token is. Right there.
To the side, you see a tree, and you see what makes sense for another tree, because visibility is very low due to the fact that it's a snowstorm.
I say don't burn it
And
down.
give me perception.
Here, you know
checks.
what? You know, wait. No, hold on. First of all,
Sneeze.
I cast bonfire on the ground, and I use control flames to like summon them to my hand.
Okay, your hands
And
are on fire.
I'm basically just using them to light our way and kind of like give us a better
It's
view.
a snowstorm. It's a blizzard.
Yeah, it's
Whiteout
melting the
conditions.
snow.
It's
Shut up.
whiteout conditions.
Melting snow.
How strong?
Working,
How
don't
strong
worry.
are your flames?
Pretty freaking strong.
How hot?
How much damage do they do, actually? That will probably determine how hot they are.
Let's see. Create bonfire does D8 instead of D6 like regular cantrips do, so pretty freaking hot.
I'd say that's enough to like melt snow. Like that's like just around him. Yeah.
So you start to sink into the ground.
Oh shit.
No, not like. Oh god, I don't care. Because like, as I move forward, the
For
snow
every
around me will
s-
melt.
every
I'm
s-
clearing a path.
For every step you take, you go down 5 feet.
Jesus, that's deep.
I'm just gonna
Actually,
stand still for. I'm gonna stand still for a couple of minutes until I reach the ground,
You
and then I
are,
start carving a swath through the snow.
and also the water is starting to rise, and it's freezing.
yeah, the
Son
water.
of a. Here, you know what? I have an idea. I use it. The fire evaporates the water.
No, you have to increase the heat.
Yeah, and then you'll start hurting yourself.
Honestly, that would be enough to only make the water
Actually,
hotter.
you know what? I jump up and I use. Can I improvise frostbite to freeze the water?
I'd say you could.
Improvise frostbite to freeze the water. I'd say give me a damage roll.
I have a cantrip. I have a cantrip called frostbite.
Give me a damage roll. 2 damage rolls.
Damage
now.
roll?
And you
Six.
have advantage.
That's the highest it can go. I just rolled the highest damage I could with frostbite right now.
Parts of the water is starting to turn into ice slabs. Still not
Great,
strong
so
enough for
I'm
you
up.
to stand on fully, with,
But
but
do it again.
it's starting.
Natural one. They all melt again.
You'd think it looks sturdy, and you think you did a good job.
No, that was a natural one on the frostbite attack, not a perception check, fool.
Yeah, I know. But are you the self-confident type?
No, not really.
Also, you don't blink, so your eyes are really cold.
It's true.
I
His
don't care.
sockets are starting to like freeze.
I just hold up a
Nah.
flame to my eye. I just burned my eyes out with a flame. Not cold anymore.
Give me a damage roll.
Okay, I'm gonna.
No, not really. I don't do that. I have a hood on, you know.
You have resist. It doesn't matter. It's whiteout conditions.
Yeah, it's white out. It's not gonna.
I'm just saying, there's not a lot of snow getting in my eyes and stuff.
Okay, athletics check. I'm gonna try and climb the tree to see if I can.
But here's something you know: when you start to try to climb the tree, you realize that these are not bushes; these are actually the tops of pine trees.
Oh wait, these are the tops of the
These
tree.
are the tops of the
Oh,
pine
shit.
trees.
That have been blown off.
No,
No,
it's the
it's
top of the
this
pine
deep.
tree.
It's this deep. It's
Oh
Jesus.
God! Here, I have an idea. And I use Agonizer's Scorcher straight down, and I blow a hole through through all the layers of snow.
Give me a damage roll.
God damn it! The second time you caught a tree on fire.
18.
You make a hole, and then you see as it starts to fill up with ice water.
I use Agonizer's Scorcher again to evaporate the water.
Is this using like a spell slot?
9. Wait, no! I get to reroll those natural ones
All right, give me a
because I have
reroll.
a feat. I have a feat that lets me reroll fire damage ones on fire damage for spells. So, it is instead 12 instead of 9. Such an improvement.
You realize that all the water is gone, and you see it instantly starts to seep down from the sides of the walls.
I Here, no. I jump down the hole and I use frostbite to shore up the walls and refreeze them.
Give me a check for it.
4 damage out of a d6.
What's the how big of a hole did you make?
It's about a 5-foot diameter. Actually, no. Yeah, 5-foot diameter, because that's how wide Agonizer Scorcher goes, and it goes 30 feet down. Or if the ground ends before 30 feet, it goes to the ground.
You land. Were you standing over it? So you just fall 30 feet?
No. I leaned out over and did it in front of me, so that I wouldn't fall.
Oh, so you made it at an angle.
Yes. No, not at an angle. I made it straight downward, but I was leaned forward when I did it, leaning over, doubled over, at a 90-degree angle, you know. So I'm standing on the edge of the hole right now.
From what you can see, you only managed to freeze the top part of the water that's starting to melt into and fill the hole full of water. Before that happened, you realized that there's still ice down there. Before it started to fill up with water.
Okay, so I can I try and climb down?
Okay.
So I climb down.
Give me an athletics check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Got you. 10.
You slide down.
Okay.
And you
It's good
plop
enough.
into a pool of freezing ice water.
Okay, so I dig some handholds in the snow and the walls of snow with my dagger, and I climb up above the water line
you
and
can't
I
do. You have
freeze it
to
with frostbite.
give me a strength check because it's all ice down there. It's not snow.
As he's doing this, I just walk on the top of the tree.
You climb up about a 5 feet, and then you're sitting on top.
I'm gonna jump to the other tree that's right here.
How far can you jump? Because if you give me an athletics check,
have the,
if you fail, you're gonna fall down the hole on top of it.
That's fine.
Wait, hold on just a sec. Okay. So wait, what happened?
And I can make a running jump after 5 feet. So can I just make a running jump and
from a little square.
What are you doing?
If you fail, you fall into his hole.
yeah, I'm gonna try and jump from tree to tree.
No! Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Just hold on. Let me finish. So I climb up above the water line and I use frostbite to freeze the water.
So give me a strength to see how big of a hole is that you can make down there, because it is ice down there. It's 30 feet down.
I'm not trying. Oh, it's ice. I'm just gonna use manipulate fire and like kind of like melt a couple holes, small holes. I'm gonna use frostbite to freeze all the water with a 4 out of 6.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Let me just roll Arcana checks for these because that just seems like a much better system. Just for utility uses of magic, I should be able to use Arcana, right, Lorenzo?
DM, it's your decision.
Sure. You could try
Alright.
that. I'll let you try it.
7. Didn't work. You know what? The damage system wasn't too bad now that I think of it.
Nope, Arcana.
Shut up.
I just hear
I
him
have a +4 to Arcana and I still got a 7. Look at my other roll. If I'd had an advantage, that would have been a 20.
I kind of hear him. I hear him struggling down there, and I sigh. I like jump to the other tree.
10 athletics. Nope, you fall in the hole.
I say,
You slide down.
No. I'm like, man's got to do what a man's got to do. I jump and I immediately fall in.
When you hit
No, hold on. Roll a dexterity. Roll a Constitution save for me.
Why?
Why?
Just do it, because he fell in the way of the frostbite.
Con save or check?
Con save.
Okay, I have a +4 to that.
Natural 1! Okay, double damage.
Give me a D10.
No, I'm rolling frostbite damage. So this is a critical hit, essentially. So you take 6 damage.
Yeah, it's not
And
that
the
bad.
next time you make a weapon attack, you have disadvantage.
Due to the fact that you guys are now down there, you're down in here.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to. So anyway, I climb up again and I start to freeze the water again. Let me roll another Arcana. 9.
Please don't hurt me.
God dang it! Why does this thing hate me? 9's better than a 10, but not by much.
It's surprisingly stable, but you're starting to get drips from the ceiling. Due to the fact it's ice.
Again.
You're 30 feet down.
Hold on. Again. Come on.
21.
It's water. It's ice. It's going to drip.
Yeah, I know. I'm also the frostbite. The range of frostbite is 60 feet, so I can shore up the entire tunnel. So anyway, all of the sufficient amounts of water are frozen. It's going to drip a little, but since snow is like the best conductor of heat in the universe, we are pretty cozy in here. I basically made us an igloo for
Also, you're soaking wet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I dry myself with fire.
Dude,
I just use create bonfire. Like just real quick, do a create bonfire.
we should have brought Steve.
Shut up about Steve. Steve was useless. I had him killed.
He was free.
He knew.
Steve was your free guide who owed
He
you
knew
something.
precipitation, alright? He could have cleaned us up. God damn it. Alright, come on.
You know what? The wolves feast on his bones now.
Well, it's not my fault that he picked that one berry he wasn't supposed to.
I smack him.
Ow. It's like it warms up the place where the frostbite hit me. Oh, that feels good.
Do it again.
No.
I do it again. I continuously, I grab him by the shoulder and just do that thing where they, continuously just back and forth smack him.
Ow, 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 ow. Alright.
You know what? Give me a
This is my
percent.
version.
You know what? Tobias, Blade, give me a perception
Damakos.
check. Tamakos, give me a perception check.
Damakos.
Damakos, give me a perception check.
17.
You hear You hear like maybe you tap on this side of the wall where you're going, and you. It sounds like it's hollower than any other place you're going. So maybe there might be an
Just a
underground
second.
ice cavern with like air pockets.
Just a second. Guys, I want you to notice something. I have a +4 to performance and persuasion, and I am proficient in neither of those things.
I have
That's
So-
how high my charisma is. I do a little bit of a flamey do up in that area.
Give me an Arcana check.
Tunneling through with fire, the best way to do it. Arcana.
Ooh, natural 20.
All right, so you.
I am the best. Also, I never have to make as long as I'm tunneling for this duration. I no longer have to make another Arcana check. That's how that works. That's actually how that works. As long as I stick to a certain activity, I get to keep the same roll. So
Actually,
it's
that's fair.
all a natural 20 for So for tunneling through ice with fire, it's constantly a natural 20 until I take up another pursuit. Tunnel through all the ice.
You come into this area over here. Forget that. Maybe no. That's just you're slightly above where the actual ground is there.
Mm.
Go downward. We go downward a little bit, like sloping down at an angle.
Start the fire.
So that's your plan. Was that we'll
How useless are you feeling right now, Lorenzo? Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm the bodyguard. I'm not the magic user.
Yeah, but you've been no use at all. You haven't even been able to have you haven't even had a chance to guard my body. What use are you to me?
No.
You are of no use to me.
Just
And-
kills me.
Do you have dark vision, right?
I have dark vision for 120 feet.
He sees everything clearly
As soon
now
as you
that
go
the
down, you
snow
see
is gone.
skulls.
Lots of skulls.
You see a skull,
Oh, skull?
and then another skull all the way down there.
Ooh.
I have lots of skulls, man.
And then you see
I'm-
a rib cage over here.
Ooh.
Skeletons.
They're human skulls.
I pick one up and I am like, ooh, souvenir, and I pocket it.
probably.
Humans died here.
And
I
it's
pocket.
strangely quiet down here. You only hear slight hints of the wind. But next thing you know, you hear getting lighter and lighter.
Ooh. Is he Amish?
What race are you?
I'm half elf.
Okay.
And then you see a giant.
Hold on, just a
piece-
second, real quick. You need to give us our nameplates again.
Oh right.
Oh yeah. A giant. It looks like SpongeBob.
No, that's just a bunch of like thatch.
Oh,
Fur.
okay. Then not. Ooh. Just no one is as thick as Gaston is. No one's as incompetent as Gaston is.
However, it seems like it's been very well padded down. Strange.
Ooh. I don't know what's in here. Let's see. Where are we? Like, are we in like the mountains, like snowy region, or like where are we?
You seem to be like in a valley. Well,
In a valley?
You think it's a valley. due to the fact of how down the ice and stuff goes.
Interesting. I turned to him. I keep forgetting your name. Your name's so
Mako.
weird. Demakos. I'm gonna just call you
It's
Chimichanga.
literally it's one of the names in Xanathar's guide for tieflings.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna call you Chimichanga. Oh,
Don't call me Chimichanga. If you call me Chimichanga, I'm going to kill you with fire.
So Demakos,
Literally kill you with fire.
what do you make of this? I say,
You're going to investigate?
well, no, I'm just going up to here to the ribcage.
People died. People died here underneath the ice.
Okay, what
I
about
feel
that
like
next?
so I feel like they died and then their bodies were covered up by ice and snow from a snowstorm.
I'm gonna make
They're
a
either
medicine.
wait. Are there any scraps of like flesh stuck to the bones, or are they like white and bleached?
Oh no,
And
there's
clean.
flesh stuck to the bones. Like they were gnawed at.
Okay, I'm gonna make a medicine check.
How fresh do they seem?
I'm making a medicine check.
3 hours ago.
3 hours? Oh god, these guys are dead recently.
13 for medicine. Can I determine how they died? Like, were they attacked with the 13 medicine? Like, did they just freeze to death and then the thing found it? Or
You cannot tell.
alright.
Well, I can't tell anything more
However,
than
you
you can,
see
but
a
I can.
bunch of broken ribs.
I look over at him and I say, these men have been dead no more than 3 hours.
I pull out my sword. Alright.
I get ready that if I see anything, I'm going to agonize or scorcher it.
Alright, I'm gonna make a perception check. I'm not gonna go over to it, but I want to see what's in the nest.
You go over to the nest and you see it's a lot
Is
of...
this the nest?
No.
No, this is the nest right here.
Oh, that's the nest, okay.
I made a 14 perception, so, like, what do I see in there? Like, I'm not going in there, I just wanna... Oof.
You guys hear
Very-
crunching in the ice. Almost as if it's behind you.
Very clever, Scorpion. Very clever. I see you took one of my recommendations. I turn and I see those, and I'm like, shit!
No, you just turn and you see nothing. Do you look down?
Oh yeah, I look down.
And you see giant footprints. Deep
Those
into the
weren't there-
snow.
Those weren't in there before, were they?
I stare for a second and I say,
Yes.
hold on. Do I know of a creature that this might have been? Let me nature check. 9.
No.
I am just going with all of the 9s today.
I'm making mine. Like, I have a guess, but my guy's like, shit, these things weren't here before. Shit. Invisible. 4.
4.
Okay. My guy has no
It's a
clue.
giant-
anything about
It's a giant chameleon.
Shit, no. That would be a natural one. It's just a dinosaur. Alright, so I'm kind of like...
Wait. I
staring
peer
at-
over the edge of... What's in the nest?
What's in the
what
nest?
was in there?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just
Nothing?
thatch, leaves, skulls.
Let's
ribs.
experiment a little bit here. I cast create bonfire in the...
I back off a bit.
No, not really. I'm not stupid. I look over at the footprints. And I chew my lips thoughtfully.
They
and I
look
look back at
very
the bones.
freshly made.
I look up.
You look up at the ceiling.
Yes.
You see nothing.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
I'm backed off, like, to the edge. I have my sword out.
However, you
Pointed to
start
where
hearing scraping on the walls.
Hmm.
I'm, like, looking down.
A knife of ice, like a throwing knife of ice appears in my hand.
And you hear,
Uh,
Ah! Coming from this way.
I instantly chuck the knife in. No, not really.
It's like some damsel in distress.
I
Just
cautiously approach. No. I say, Ketton, get over here. And then I say, go down that way. You first because you're more heavily armored than I am.
You could see this far
fine.
down there because there's no snow blocking your eyes.
I think I have my sword out as like a walking cane. Like have it on the floor, like just hitting
However,
stuff
over
like in
here
front of me.
seems way different due to the fact that it looks like those footprints have been all around there. Smoothing it out, riveting it out so you don't slip and everything. Unlike over here.
It's much different. It's expanding
Kind of
its
slowly
territory.
turn the corner and peer in.
You
It's
see
expanding its territory.
Interesting.
I still have the knife in my hand, by the way. I ready an action that as soon as I see like a giant creature, I'm going to chuck the knife at it.
But I don't
you
think we'll
just
see
hear
it.
crunching of snow from
Where? Where do we hear it?
this direction. However, the closer you get, you then see stone over here. You see it's stone over here. And you see large gash marks in the side.
Huh. This seems promising.
And the further you go,
How fortunate that I seem to have tunneled directly to this spot.
Interesting.
Why am I the one leading this?
because you have dark vision.
You have dark vision. Fine, I'll be like right in front of you, like right here.
We're over here now.
Over here, you see
Now
different.
we're
You
here.
see that there's this entire floor over here is covered with leaves. And then you smell blood.
Ooh, blood. Interesting.
Fresh blood.
I still have my sword out as like a walking cane, just in front of me, just like hitting the floor.
Stop using it as a walking cane.
Well, I have a theory, but
We step a little bit closer. Reveal to us what's in this murky blackness.
I don't want to state my theory because you probably wouldn't believe me.
No, I'll believe
And
you.
over in the corner, you just see a puddle of blood. A very
look
large
around.
puddle of blood, and there's nothing else here. But you see a small little exit. Looks like it's been dug out and used
I
for
say-
a long time, and you see drag marks all along here.
I have a theory.
Do they look something like no like that. Freak. Do they look something like this? No, hold on. There we go. Ah,
You ruined it.
Yes
Like
and
this.
no. The newer ones that you could tell are covered in blood,
Oh,
but there's lots of older ones.
okay. It's just everywhere. So
And
I
there's
say,
an
listen.
awful lot of claw marks everywhere around here.
Ah,
I say, listen. I kind of back off. My grandmama, she told me stories when I was a child.
Were you from outside the wall?
Well, no, she was outside the wall though. She was from outside the wall. She told me stories.
stories oftentimes have much truth embedded in them.
She told me a lot of horror stories. She kind of got mean sometimes because I was like 4.
Yeah.
She told me these. There's one story where she had made a trip to the snowy regions, and she found an abandoned town, and all that were left was just blood. It was disturbing.
Yeah.
I didn't believe
Continue.
it, but
As
I still
he's
don't believe it.
talking, you hear crunching from up top, as if something's above you.
I cast Agonized Scorch. Directly up. No, not really.
Alright.
I will be back, actually. I'll give you my
God
response when I get back. Don't do this without me.
And that's going to be the end of episode 1, part 1. If you like that, please hit the like button, subscribe. Tell me how well I'm doing. It's not as good as the first one since I had a reboot because I kind of messed it up a little bit. So, yeah. Wherever you are, have a wonderful evening. Don't go outside in a snowstorm. And, yeah. Bye-bye.
Yep.